Okay, I promise this is the last time I make a video about this guy, but yeah, my 10th viral stupidity video. Yeah, it's gonna be about VaughnJog again. And I promise you, this is gonna be the last video I make about this guy. But this time, I'm gonna go in depth and really expose this guy for just the piece of work he is. I already made 2 videos on him. It should be popping up in the corner if I get to it. Let's get right into it.
Well, like the other misogynist YouTubers, I was ready to pounce all over The Witcher Blood Origin on Netflix.
Now, I'm gonna let y'all know I know fuck all about The Witcher, other than the fact that Henry Cavill was in it, but I like how he throws that word around, misogynist. Like Critical Drinker never had any female guest on his open bar podcast. Try harder. You're gonna have to try harder to diss. You're gonna have to try harder to diss with these SJW insults. Oh wait, that's right. You don't really have any type of talent, so I can't really expect you to roast someone properly.
It checks all the boxes to induce minimalist rage.
Yeah, that's right. Keep saying those buzzwords. I'm very sure that I'm very sure that a woman with colorful hair and tons of pronouns will fuck you, Vaughn. I'm completely sure that you will get laid by bashing a bunch of guys who just talk about shit on the internet, man. Like, I don't know, man. I can't take this dude serious, man. Minimalist, really? You gonna use that Doug Walker ass insult? Like, the fuck out of here.
Randomly ethnically diverse cast, spin-off with no central character in sight, and Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah, it's almost like, characters of color don't really exist, don't really belong in a fantasy world where the skin color of characters are very specific. And I know I said that I don't know much about The Witcher, but I do know that some characters are white, and I'm pretty sure other characters are who are black or of color. They're from like other territories, but this was made on Netflix, so I like how he tries to. I'm really liking how he's trying to. I really like how he's trying to make how he watched this whole show. Has nothing negative to say about it, but he wouldn't even give Cyberpunk Edge Runners a chance. And yes, I'm gonna keep bringing that up. You watched one episode, not even one episode. You watched 50 minutes of something, and bragged about not watching the whole episode, but yet we're the sexist for not watching a show that is completely fucking dumb.
But in truth, I found The Witcher Blood Origin strangely rather solid.
Spoken like a true sellout. And speaking of selling out... But, okay, enough about him shilling about stuff. Okay, let's get into the real meat and potatoes of how he's a fucking hypocrite. He thinks black people can't hear smoke detectors.
As an avid online gamer, I'm no stranger to communicating verbally with a wide swath of the population running the gamut of the socioeconomic spectrum.
I am the smoke! I am the smoke!
It's safe to say I've heard all kinds of sounds through my headset, but one in particular is annoying and troublesome.
You mean your voice, which rivals Mr. Enter when it comes to being condescendingly annoying?
The sound I'm talking about is best described as a chirp, no doubt emanating from a smoke detector, desperately signaling for a change of batteries.
Yeah. Smoke detectors beep. How the hell is that how the hell does that relate to black people not hearing about it? Like, come on, bro, look. My smoke detector beeps. Well, the light's not on, but hey, it doesn't bother me. How the hell is this a phenomenon? This dude is legit trying to say that this is not a shit post. This dude is legit trying to post this shit like it's a scientific phenomenon.
Pops up at regular intervals, cutting through voice communication. Oftentimes, not even the loudest sound, but the most problematic nonetheless.
Okay, first of all, only a person like you would use the term problematic. Second, how does that distract from a match? Look, what's a game that I usually play? Fortnite. No, well, my brother and I play Fortnite. When we are on a match and when we are trying to get the battle royale out this bitch, the last thing we're worried about is what the fuck type of noise the alarm clock makes. Don't nobody care. Bro, I think you're just being too nosy in other people's business. Unless you're doing like live matches with somebody. Like, why the hell does a smoke detector? Why is it? My fucking brain is. Oh, you see why? This is videos. This is why I don't do videos. This is why this is my last video on this guy. This nigga's fucking voice. This fucking dude's logic has got my brain just fucking all over the place. This dude is legit worried about somebody else's shit.
My initial hypothesis was that the individual with the smoke detector chirp is simply lazy. Hence, the chirp of laziness was coined.
Dude, malfunctioning batteries exist. And even then, even if they don't have an alarm that works, they could still smell the smoke. What? Oh my god. Guys, I don't have the time or patience to deal with a grown-ass man's stupidity.
Always swear up and down that they can't hear it. The term ear blindness has been brought up as they've grown to tune it out.
Oh my fucking god. Dude, they're ignoring it because they're playing a match. They're playing a video game. They don't have time to wonder, oh, well, what's that sound? What's that making? What's my smoke alarm doing? I better check that out. I better pause this live fucking game and go check out my fucking smoke alarm.
But even more worrisome, it turns out that the individual with the chirp of laziness is more often than not black.
Say, hold up. Wait a minute.
Now, I brought this up on Reddit, and this post has been getting a lot of replies because it seems to be the only search result on Google for this subject.
Bull fucking shit. When the hell can you ever trust Reddit for anything? Bro, Reddit be the main people that be racist. Why the hell would you listen to anybody on Reddit and fucking Google research results? That don't mean shit.
No one is willing to broach, can black people hear the chirp of the low batteries in the smoke detector?
This is the same guy. Again, the same guy who is calling people sexist, misogynist, and all this shit. And he is saying all of this blatantly racist shit like it's absolute fact. What the fuck? This video better not get demonetized. This video better not get age. This video better fucking not get. This video better not get taken down or flagged when this is the guy saying that black people can't hear smoke alarms. He's saying all black people can't hear smoke alarms. Do you not realize how racist that sounds?
Scientists are not willing to touch the subject because of the racial implications. But you will notice during the lockdown, if a black guest was on a show, coming in via Zoom meeting, there was a chirp of laziness.
Would you believe me if I said the first time I saw this video, and keep in mind, this was back when I watched his channel, I thought it was a shitpost. Because again, this guy is a comedian. Well, he used to be a fucking stand-up comedian, but he's about as funny as a COVID diagnosis. But this dude is presenting this as scientific fact that black people can't hear smoke detectors out of laziness. He said it, not me. He said it, like, again, same guy who says that if you don't like shit like She-Hulk, you're sexist, but if you're black, you can't hear smoke detectors because you're fucking lazy. Like, you know, there's a term that says, I don't know what the fuck what am I talking about? What am I talking about here? What else is there to say? He said that black people can't hear smoke detectors because we're fucking lazy.
I've seen this done with Lennox Lewis on a podcast. You can have mayors and elected officials of various cities across the country calling in for a Zoom meeting on live television and hearing that chirp.
Vaughn strikes me as one of those progressive people who always says Black Lives Matter this, black rights that, all this shit, all these buzzwords. He posts black squares on Instagram and shit. But he would not let a black person in his house. Like, matter of fact, maybe it won't be to that extreme, and that's saying something. But it's like, he strikes me as a guy who doesn't fear black people, but he thinks we're fucking retards.
And no one is willing to bring it up. Upon further investigation, I have concluded the following as possible explanations behind why black people cannot hear the chirp from smoke detectors. It has been brought to my attention by a guy who was delivering pizzas that there was a complex that he would deliver to, and it was all black residents, and it was a symphony of chirps.
No. No, man. Shit, no, man.
Makes you wonder how it is that more black people die in fires than white in the United States.
Oh, fuck off with that shit. Oh, boy, fucking weekend. Oh, if they can't hear, they're so dumb, they can't hear the chirp from the fucking light, from the fucking smoke alarm, they'll die in a fire. How is this guy allowed? How is this guy allowed to say? I mean, I'm not surprised, because this is fucking YouTube we're talking about. A literal animal murderer can still have his content up on YouTube. Don't look that up, by the way. But this guy, he's presenting misinformation as absolute fact. And his content is still up on YouTube. How is it fair that channels like BBT Nation, for example, can get unfairly striked just for reacting to videos, but this blatantly just fucking smug, casually racist asshole can just spread fucking information like this? And I don't like to use the term racist, because that term is just so misused by pro-black activists and shit. But no, I'm gonna say it, the guy's racist. Like, okay, maybe not racist, but the guy is a fucking idiot. Okay, like, God, man, how the fuck can you believe this shit with a straight face? Again, I thought this shit was a shit post. I thought this was a meme. I thought he was memeing on us. I thought this was a, like some almighty lolly type shit. Like, oh, we can't hear smoke detectors. I thought this was a meme video, but no. This motherfucker is taking this dead ass serious. I'm actually starting to get mad now. Like, no joke.
It's quite possible very few black Americans, at least, have smoke detectors that are functioning correctly.
This is one of the most condescending people I think I've ever watched. And I've came across a lot of assholes, but never to this degree. Like, dude, are you so starved for views that you'll literally call black people deaf and retarded out this bitch? Just for views? Like, dude, get a fucking hobby. I noticed you're making all these whack-ass gameplay videos. Yeah, because that's totally a thing in 2023. Like, well, my fucking day is ruined. Oh my god, man, like, this is definitely the last video that I'm making about this guy. But before I go, ladies and gentlemen, before I leave real quick, I want to give a special shout out to my boy Raven Crossing. I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name. Just because he shares the same amount of annoyance that I have for Vaughn as I do. Because, like, bro, like, and he tried to get his channel removed, which, he might try to do to me. Like, which you better, nah, man, no, he better fucking not. But I don't think he's that petty. I don't even think he's made I don't think he knows I make videos about him, but knowing how sensitive and what a fucking pansy he is, I think he's definitely watching them. But anyways, here's a full clip of what he had to say about it, and I will be giving credit to him. So here you go.
Basically, VaughnJogVlog, yes, him, that fucking guy, mentioned me in a community post of his in which he actively told people to report my fucking channel. And now I have a message for him. Vaughn, I have never told people to come after you, regardless of what you said in that community post. I have never attempted to send you anthrax in the fucking mail, or implied that I even would be able to or want to, unlike you said in the fucking post. And finally, a personal message from me to you, one from the heart. You are an insufferable fucking cunt that does not deserve the attention he's getting. The only reason you're getting so much attention right now is because people like me and Anonymous Shade are sick of you being such a fucking asshole for literally no goddamn reason other than to give yourself fucking hate clout. You're a fucking embarrassment of a comedian. You're a fucking joke of a content creator. And finally, and the most damning thing, is that you're just a shitty fucking person.
Damn. He roasted him better than I ever could. But anyways, that's all I got for today. You know, I'll probably make a Velma review or something. Or not. I don't know. I don't really always live up to my promises with future videos. But as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Fuck you, Vaughn.